Today's episode of Jumbled is brought to you by Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled and get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. It's a great deal. Take advantage of it. We're going to have more information about this great sponsor in the middle of the podcast when you least expect it. We're going to catch you off guard. So, actually, you might expect it now. Expect the unexpected with Jumbled. That's what I always say. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jumbled, your favorite podcast about nothing. I'm Zach.
And here's Jonny.
He says as he's breaking through a door.
With an axe.
Yeah.
And a balding head and a scraggly beard. Which my beard is not scraggly, but...
Are you balding? You think your hairline's receding?
You know, sometimes when Allie wants to fuck with me, she'll say that, oh man, your hair's looking a little thin. Because I really like my hair. I spend a lot of effort on my hair.
Yeah.
But I always check with my stylist and he just laughs and he's like, no, she's fucking with you. Your hair's fine.
Fucking low blow, dude.
It is a low blow.
You know what I'm just realizing as I'm seeing myself. By the way, I've switched all my shit around. So Jonny is seeing me from like the view of like if
Zach was giving me a blowjob is what this looks like.
I was getting ready to say if somebody was getting ready to shoot right on my forehead, that's what it looks like. So I think I might be changing this setup up just a little bit, but
it's an interesting view.
So I've got, I can't really show you, but I've got like my TV, my 47-inch TV right in front of me. Mm-hmm. And I've moved everything over to my entertainment center, which is like this inset spot in my wall. I've got my computer, I've got my Xbox, I've got my receiver, I've got my cable box, I've got like a router, I've got a hard drive dock, I've got everything is in there. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to move it all, make it a little bit more neat and clean around here.
Yeah, I mean, your living room looks really good. And I'm
thank
seeing
you.
Parts of it I've never seen before.
Yeah, I just did some flash cleaning.
The only thing I could imagine that you'd want to do would be, you know, if your camera is a separate webcam or is it connected to your tablet, I was gonna say just put the camera a little bit lower and then I think you'd be good to go.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. The only thing is like it's either here up top or I have to like get a tripod. I'll have to like tripod mount it or something like that because
you might want to do that. I mean, I don't mind this view. I'm just imagining all the things I could be doing to you if I was, you know, if this was real life view.
All the things you wish you could be doing to me.
Speaking of doing things to you, look at that beard right now.
Do you like it?
If that beard was white, you'd be Santa Claus. Dude,
hey, you know what? And then maybe I'd be able to diddle your little bits and pieces, you know? Which, by the way, Johnny's mom 100% happened. Like, I don't know how there could be any kind of differing opinion on this.
The Jumbled survey says yes. So.
Jumbled survey says yes, and you know what, Mom? I know you didn't mean for it to happen, but it happened. And so now is the point where we just, you know, move on. You know what? Deal with the grief. Move on in a healthy way. Johnny's okay. He turned out all right.
Yeah, I'm mostly okay, right?
He turned out all right. That face says otherwise. I wish you guys could see all the shit that we do.
The facial expressions that I make are quite telling.
A1. They're great.
A1. Anyways, how was your week? What's going on? What's new in the world of Zach other than some cleaning and reorganizing and some computer upgrades?
Well, my fucking coworker, the only other guy that's there that could really day-to-day help me with tickets, like IT-related things, is in Bora Bora on vacation.
Hey, so he earned that vacation. You Americans don't get vacation that easily, so
he's in French Polynesia. He's in French Polynesia, probably drunk off his ass right now.
Yeah, well, someday you're going to go on vacation, and he's going to be having some garbage podcast and be sitting down with his stupid foreign friend and say...
Hey, man. Hey.
I'm just saying his podcast is garbage, not that ours is garbage.
Okay.
But he'll be saying the same thing. That bearded fuck is out gallivanting I mean, you don't have a passport, so you don't
He's
go very
out
far.
gallivanting in Idaho or some shit. Sorry for all our listeners in Idaho. That was just like the most random state I could think of.
I mean, I've heard Idaho is quite beautiful. It's a hidden
sure it
gem.
is. I'm sure it is. And it's not filled with potatoes like everybody thinks. There's just
Which is too bad because potatoes are delicious.
Yeah, who doesn't like a good potato, man?
I love some potatoes. I had potatoes today for dinner. I experimented today, and I helped make dinner today because I didn't go to the gym. And I made some ribs, and I did like speed ribs, which I'm always hesitant about doing anything meat related quickly because it can make it tough, especially with ribs. But I had some really good cut ribs from our local butcher from a local farm. And they turned out delicious. And I wanted to eat them all, but I'm also en route to 195, so I had to control myself.
It's true. You are en route to 195, but you know what? You're pretty lethargic. I'm betting you ate a decent amount though.
I ate about a half rack of ribs, and about one regular, maybe 1.5 regular sized potatoes, and then a nice garden salad that had cucumbers and tomatoes and peppers and some lettuce and some sprouts and shit. It was delicious.
It's just the perfect amount of food to make you nice and cuddly.
No, I'm real cuddly. I was trying to fold laundry when you were getting ready, and I texted you like, "Yeah, when do you want to record?" Because I really fucking hate folding laundry.
You're like, save me, dear God.
This laundry basket has been sitting in our laundry room for probably a month, maybe more. And I wash laundry and I put it in the dryer, and then I just stack it on top of this basket that's already overflowing, probably 2 times, maybe 3 times as much clothes are in there than should be.
Right.
And yeah, when I need laundry, I'll go downstairs. I'm like, I need a pair of underwear, so I'll pull 1 pair of underwear out of this giant laundry basket of clean stuff. And that's been my life. And I finally was like, you know what? I'm gonna tackle this today. I'm feeling ambitious.
There you go.
Of all days. And you know what? I started it and got about halfway through, and then you said you're ready, and I was like, yeah, good.
Good. I made a nice dent in this here. I can relate to laundry though, dude. It seems like I've been doing laundry for like nonstop forever.
That's honestly one of the biggest things about jiu-jitsu. Oh my god, my dogs are going nuts again. They're not happy because I'm downstairs and Allie's away and they can hear me, I think. Can you hear them?
Vaguely. It's all good.
God damn it, Winnie. Is you make so much laundry every day that all I do is I'm just constantly washing jiu-jitsu stuff, like nonstop.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that I went through my room, so my half of the room at least. I'm trying to clean my shit up. I don't like touching any of Stephanie's stuff because I don't know what she wants to do.
It's too risky. Too risky.
I don't know what she wants to do with it. So it's like I've gotten my half of the room that I'm responsible for. So I've done all my stuff, and we had like this IKEA bookshelf that we bought like a year ago, something like that. And I just never put it together because we were planning on doing some wood burning on it and then stain it and stuff. But that never happened. And eventually I was just like,
fuck this thing.
I was like, you know what? I'm just tired of because at that point I only had 2 drawers in and half of the closet, actually a quarter of the closet now, because Stephanie's taken a lot of the space with all her clothes. So I had like 2 of these drawers that like pull out from under my bed that I was putting clothes into, and then hanging stuff up in the closet that I could, and then everything else was just getting folded and set into piles by the bed next to the wall. And I was just like, you know what? If I'm trying to clean up my half of the room, I'm just gonna put this goddamn thing together. So put it together. I fucking fit all, like I folded all my clothes real nice.
Have you? What's the show on Netflix? The Mary Kondo show, the tidying show. Yeah,
dude, I've gotten a lot of joy. I've gotten a lot of.
I thought that show was fucking ridiculous until I watched it, and then I Mary Kondo'd the shit out of my clothes.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm pretty happy. I need to do some purging. I need to buy some more stuff, to better fitting stuff. Yeah. And I have shirts that I've had since Graceland, before Graceland, that are I just sometimes you just gotta let them go.
It's true. I got rid of some. I had one that I loved, and it hurt so much to let it go. It was I think the brand's called Electric. It's like a skating brand. But it was like this purple shirt with a blue. I wore it at Graceland. You might remember it, but it was like a purple shirt with a blue lightning bolt on it.
Yeah, I remember that shirt. Yeah, you wore that shirt quite hard.
I love that shirt. Oh, I loved it. I wore it so much that it, like, I think one time got snagged on something and it ripped a little hole, and the hole just kept getting a little bit bigger, little, and eventually I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
You can't wear it, but you can't throw it out either. So you just
so I just
cart that thing around.
I kept it, and then when I went through and Mary Kondo'd on my shit,
you let that one go?
I let that one go, man. I put it in the bag and I said, hey, fuck it. Some homeless dude that needs this, or some underprivileged person that needs this shirt to at least just cover their body is going to get a pretty decent shirt just with a little hole in it.
Oh, well, sometimes you gotta let go. I need to do it again, and it makes me sad inside.
Yeah. What shirt do you have from your old days that you're gonna have a hard time letting go?
So I have some Graceland shirts that I don't wear anymore.
Okay.
Which I probably need to let go of. I also have a band shirt. I used to have a lot of band shirts, and I've been slowly getting rid of them. But I have one that's signed by one of my like longtime favorite bands, called The Number 12 Looks Like You. It's yellow, which is not my color, and it has this like half octopus, half human on it. It's a super metal shirt, and it's like ripping shit apart, and it's like in red, and it's kind of like not gory, but it's a pretty aggressive shirt.
Sure.
And it's signed by them, which at the end of the day, like, to be honest, love the music. I don't know any of their names. I've listened to them for 15 years. I don't know any of their names. I'm like, why do I care about this so much? I still listen to them.
Yeah. But how long ago did you get it signed?
It would have been probably 2005.
Okay. And in the 14 years since you've gotten that shirt signed, they haven't blown up or anything, right?
Well, I mean, they're a big band for their genre, but they're not like on the radio. They don't play radio music. I don't really listen to a lot of radio music. So, and I don't wear the shirt because it's kind of aggressive.
Sure.
So, it's just not who I am now, but I hold on to it. And I think that one I'm going to let go of. You know, I think you just got real dark.
Sorry, man. My TV turned off because I need to figure out what's going on with my receiver. It like automatically turns off on me every now and again. The good news is that everything is still running, and
that
we're
is
fine.
good. That is good.
We're fine.
That and socks and underwear. I have some underwear that's almost like fishnet status that I still wear.
Dick just pops out of random holes, and you're like, I guess I'm peeing out of this hole today.
So I've been buying new underwear. So Allie's deal, because my laziness will sometimes take over, and I'll prefer to buy new clothes than wash clothes. Is if I buy something, I got to get rid of something.
And that's a fair thing.
It is because you talk about Stephanie overtaking closet space. I definitely dominate the closet spaces in our house.
Yeah.
And as much as it pains me to admit it, it's not. Allie's probably right in that I need to let some stuff go.
Yeah, man. I mean, just what does Mary Kondo say? And I love that we're referencing Mary Kondo. She like toss all the shit on a pile, right?
Mm-hmm.
and then you get to see realistically how much shit you have, you know, and how much shit you could live with is a different story. So maybe it's time to clear those closets out, toss it all on your bed, you know.
Yeah,
I just deal with that shit, bro.
I just gotta do it again. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think there's a space in online streaming for like a Jerry Rondo or something like that, like a dude's perspective on organizing shit, where he's just like, he just has a lot, he just sort of tosses shit in random spots. He's like, oh, it's away, isn't it? And then he moves on to the next thing. Do you think there's a space for that?
Probably.
I would love to see a show like that, dude. I'm watching
just the
that.
man justification show. Huh?
Yeah. Well, it's gone. You can't see it. It's all good.
Funny thing. So I never throw away anything in the garage.
Okay.
Parts that I replace that are like clearly garbage, I'll pitch.
Sure.
I recycle. But any nut, bolt, screw, rivet, any of that shit, I keep. And I have like a bunch of just tickle trunks, what I call them, full of these like just random fasteners. And I try and keep them organized, but sometimes it gets a little rowdy in there. So the other week when I was fixing the bumper on our accent that we sold, I needed some like weird random screws. Guess who had them?
It came in handy, huh?
Yeah, that's right. And I was just like, fuck yeah, save me a trip from going to Home Depot or the fastener store and buying some fucking screws and rivets. I had the right sized rivets, which I was really stoked on because I don't use rivets that often. And
there you go.
Just made it work, MacGyver that shit.
Hey man, good job, dude. I'm proud of you, bro. I don't hold on to really any like nuts or bolts or screws or anything like that. I probably
just
should
put them in a bag and start shipping them to me.
There you go. You'll be like, oh great, another 6 screws from Zach.
Fuck,
wonderful.
Yeah. Well, you could wait till it's a little bit more substantial than that, but
no, I'm gonna pay international shipping on fucking 6 screws, dude.
Perfect. I like it. I like your style. You're rolling it, making that fat Uber money.
Yeah. I'm platinum status, dude. They just rolled out a new reward tier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on so I think it's like the top of the top is like diamond status or whatever. And you get like a certain like list of perks. I'm gonna read off what I get.
Yeah, what are these perks that you get as a driver that's platinum? And I'm assuming you can still go up, or can you only go down?
I can't. I can go. I could fall, or I could go up. So if I don't maintain a certain number of points in a quarter of the year,
how do you get these points? Like ratings, or
I assume there's some
kilometers
kind of
driven.
They just released it today, so I don't actually know how it all works. But what I'll tell you...
Breaking news to our jumble heads.
Yeah, man. So, with platinum status, I get...
hand jobs.
That's it. It's number 1. First of all, I have to earn 500 more points, or 500 points total, to maintain platinum status.
Okay.
Through October 31st. So I've got 3 months to...
I'm assuming they tell you how you earn points.
Whatever. Yeah, well, it says details. Hold on. Oh, wait. That's a picture, not a... yeah, it looks like there are details, so hold up. I'll tell you. It's loading.
I wonder if this is released... Do riders get this too, or is it just drivers?
I don't know. Hold on, I'll tell you. See my status. Platinum. Okay. So it says, I'm platinum. Great. See my rewards. Jesus. Okay. It's for a 3-month period. Great. Gotta earn. Cool, man. God, it keeps showing me shit. Okay,
I would like to report that my rating is back up to a 4.92.
Dude, congratulations, man.
I'm pretty good.
I'm sitting at a solid 4.96 right now. Okay, so platinum rewards, details. I'm trying to see how. Okay, so earn points. Get 1 point for every trip, and three points for trips at specified hours. So I could get a point. I get a point per trip, and then at certain times I'll get 3 points, depending on.
That seems really hard to get 500 points.
Yeah, so it says...
You need to do at least 500 rides. At most 500 rides.
Yeah. It says, give great service, keep your star rating and acceptance rate high, and keep your cancellation. So in order to maintain my platinum status, I have to keep a 4.85 rating. Which shouldn't be a problem because I've been 4.96 might be the lowest I've ever been. No, that's not true. I was like at 4.91 like
and you started giving out hand jobs.
Yep, and then my mouth got tired, and I got lockjaw, and
boom. Okay, what do you get? What are the perks? Let's jump to the meat of this. What do you get for being platinum?
Okay, so
do you get platinum or better rated riders? Because then I feel like that system's skewed.
No, so if I keep 500 points, 500 points and get great service in a 3-month period, I get up to 12% cash back on gas. There's like asterisks, so there's. All
right, so there's some actual financial incentives for you to be not a piece of shit.
I get 100% tuition coverage at ASU Online, so it's some sort of online classes you can get. But I don't know.
Arizona State University, is it that like one that everyone laughs at?
Probably.
The fake university?
Probably. See direction and estimated time of trips before you accept, which is actually really cool.
That's a sick perk.
That's actually really cool because you don't see any of that stuff. When you go to pick somebody up, it's like they tell you how far away they are and what their star rating is. They don't tell you where they're going. They don't tell you how long it's going to be. They don't tell you which way you're headed or anything like that. So I'm actually really excited to get that.
That's stressful.
Dedicated customer support. I don't know what that means. I'm looking into this right now. Priority support. So I get my questions answered by Uber's most highly trained agents.
Ooh,
so they have
agents.
They have tiered.
I want to be an
support.
agent of Uber. Do they get a badge?
Probably. They go straight through TSA. They're good. Let's see here. Free 24/7 roadside assistance. Asterisk on that. So I assume there's a little bit of caveats to that. Recognition in your Riders app. So I don't know what this means. It says riders will see your status on your profile in their app, so people will see that I'm a platinum rated driver.
Yeah, and then they're gonna give you 1 stars to fuck with you because the people are dicks.
God, I would hate that, dude.
How long until I want to make like Uber, but it would be like Uber Extreme or Uber Daring, where it's like I'm gonna pick Uber Extreme.
Mm-hmm.
The car will be street legal. That's a rule, obviously.
Okay.
But you're going to get picked up in something unique, like a race car, a motorcycle, a tank,
M1 Abrams. Just fucking roll up in an Abrams, dude. Hop the fuck in, bro. You spit in their face. That's how you
could be like a Ferrari. Could you imagine?
Yeah,
just like, I'm getting picked up in a Ferrari, but you don't know. It would have to be for one person.
Sure.
Because you never know what the seating capacity is
of
the vehicle. Or you'd have to at least determine and they try and match. But just to give you like a unique ride experience,
Yeah.
Do you think that would fly?
Yeah, dude.
I would take it all the fucking time.
Uber grab bag is what they should call it.
Ooh, just random.
Yeah, Uber grab bag. So you don't know how your driver is going to be. You don't know what you're going to get picked up in. You could get picked up by a homeless dude in a Maserati. You never know, man.
Could you imagine just being drunk and needing an Uber and you click Uber Extreme and it's some dude on a bike? Some biker dude? He's like, all right.
What are those things called? The little
a sidecar?
No, it's the bikes with they're pulling the thing behind it.
A tandem bicycle?
No. It's like a covered wagon thing. You see them a lot like in like Chinatown and stuff like that. I'm trying to think.
Like a tuk-tuk.
Sure, I think there's
they
a
have
different
them. Yeah.
word for
okay,
it,
whatever. But... Yeah, but just imagine it's some biker dude, like Hell's Angel like dude.
Yeah.
Who just tosses you a helmet. It's like, all right, we're going nut to butt. Get on.
Nut to butt, bro. Hell yeah.
You could be real daring and go butt to butt. That's a wild ride, though.
That's true. You could be like, you could look like you jumped out of one of those old Rough Riders music videos. You remember those with like Oh God, was Ja Rule and Rough Riders?
It was DMX and
then
I can't remember.
Oh God, what was her name?
I think this has potential.
Yeah.
Uber
Extreme.
Although then I thought about it, it was like, how do you incentivize someone who owns a Ferrari to drive Uber? Because if you own a Ferrari, you're obviously busy / important / wealthy that you don't need to drive Uber.
It's true.
So how do you incentivize that? I don't know. Then I thought
free marketing or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, if this was a thing, would I buy a ridiculous car to make a business case out of it?
I don't know. You know what I thought when you said Uber Extreme? The first thing that popped into my head is like you're up on top of you're up in the hills like the Hollywood Hills or something like that. You know, some random dude in a wingsuit runs up to you, throws you a helmet and another wingsuit, and then jumps off the cliff. And now you got to follow him.
No, that's way too dangerous.
That's extreme. No, that's
but I could see
that's
Uber helicopter.
Uber helicopter. Yeah. No seats inside the helicopter, though. You got to hang on to the feet.
Just monkey gripping that. Just
hell yeah, dude.
As hard as you can.
Yep.
I'd be into it.
No parachute.
But since you platinum status, you clearly got pull in the company. You should start pitching that upwards. Or trademarked right now. Calling it. Dibsed it.
There we go. Last thing I get, platinum status, is up to 25% off car maintenance. I don't know what all that covers. Or where I can go to get that done.
Yeah, it's probably a specific place. But
yeah.
I mean, that's cool that they're putting perks. It sounds like they're trying to make it better and maybe compete with Lyft, because I'd heard that Lyft was starting to take over a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And I know Uber's IPO was not great. You want to hear what additional diamond tier stuff is?
Just the highlights. Give me the highlights.
There's 4 of them. There's only 4.
Okay.
Up to 15% cash back on gas, so you get another 3% cash back. Faster pickups at select airports, hopefully Kansas City. Complimentary dent repair, so you catch a rock or something like that, or hail or whatever. So, and then Diamond VIP support, which is just another tier, I guess, of it's a different line altogether. Reach out via the Diamond support line. So that's what I'm reaching for, man.
Well, you know what? You live your dreams, bud. You go for it.
All right, hold up a second. Let's talk about our sponsor for today's podcast, Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled and get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. Guys, how did this happen already? It's already August. We've crept into my birthday month, which, by the way, August 14th. If you guys really care at all, that's going to be, I think it'll be the day before episode 128. So send me some love. But we're going to send you some love by giving you this offer for Audible. The book that the audiobook rather, that we're going to be talking about this month is called Comedy Sex God by Pete Holmes. Now, if you don't know Pete Holmes, he's a comedian, stand-up comedian, very, very funny. So this book talks about Pete's life. He grew up evangelical Christian right outside of Boston, Massachusetts, and so he didn't do drugs or alcohol or premarital sex, anything like that. So he lived his life pretty straight-laced growing up. In his older years, he's moved to a post-spiritual life. Post-religion life, rather. And this book sort of just talks about his trials, things that he's learned through his life, and these 2 very different realities that he finds himself living in. The one that he used to live in, the one that he currently lives in. I think it's sort of an examination of what we all sort of deal with, right? We all are led to believe the world a certain way. You grow up, you get maybe a little bit jaded. You get a little bit wise to how the world works, and suddenly the world's a different place. So this is that take from the perspective of Pete Holmes. Sounds like a very interesting audiobook. I've not given a listen yet, but I do have a credit for this month, and you better believe I'm picking that one up. So why don't you guys go on the journey with me, pick that one up, let me know what you think about it. If you don't want to pick that one up, Audible's got over 180,000 other titles for you to choose from. So you're going to find something that you really, really enjoy, and we're happy that you're going to find that for yourself. But please head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled, and hey, love you guys.
Would there ever be a time where you would drive Uber full time? Like, does it have the potential to be that lucrative?
Not right now. Not right now. I mean, I got, it's getting ready to start picking back up because teachers and the college students that have been driving for the summer are getting ready to go back to doing their thing. So
what an interesting idea for teachers, eh? You have 3 months off. I mean, you're getting paid.
You're getting paid, yeah.
So you just double dip.
Yeah.
I like it. That's smart. And
it is
shows
smart.
that we don't pay teachers enough.
100%. Yeah, no. They do not get paid what they should be getting paid. The mere fact that once the school year ends, I hear that there are like teachers that like, you know, like kids don't want to be part of like summer school, but like the teachers are like, fuck yeah, dude, get me in there because it's more money, you know?
Yeah.
To do it. It's just like, I mean.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Poor teachers.
Yeah, they don't get paid enough. They work extra hard. They pull long hours. They have to provide their own materials a lot of the time for classrooms. And so.
It's unsung heroes of our civilization, that's for sure.
Definitely true.
So I've had our new car now for about 125 kilometers. Okay. I feel like I'm driving a spaceship.
Do you?
Yes.
New cars always feel that way.
Man, I have a heads-up display. I feel like a fighter pilot.
Hell yeah, man.
I have Apple CarPlay, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I was like texting Allie today while I was driving around, and she was like, "Hey, don't text and drive." And I just easy voice to text, baby. I am safe. Yeah. Both hands on the wheel. I'm just talking to my car.
Yeah. I wish I had that in the Smackura, dude. I don't have it.
It's pretty sweet. Car. Yeah. I am impressed with the car. Though I was real pissy when we picked it up on Monday night. Because we were supposed to pick it up Saturday. Mm-hmm. And then they said it wasn't going to be done, but we'll pick it up Monday. And then Monday afternoon, they called me. And we were supposed to pick it up at 8 p.m. And they said, not all your parts came in for the accessories that you wanted, so it won't be done until Thursday. And I was like, fuck no, I need a car because I have to work. Right. And I don't plan on riding my motorcycle every day because I have meetings. And
Did they give you a loaner or something then?
No, what ended up happening is we picked up the car Monday night anyways, and then Allie's going to bring it in next week when she's at work. Because she works close to the dealership, and they're gonna put the last 2 things in, which won't take very long. But sure. I was pretty annoyed to the point where I didn't make a scene, but I kind of made a couple comments where I was like, technically this is a breach of contract, and I could walk away from this vehicle right now, and I'm pissed off enough that I'm not opposed to doing it. I know I want the vehicle. I'll just go to the dealership that's close to our house and buy it.
Right.
Like I now know the deal, what I can get. I can take my signed thing to them and say, hey, this dealership pissed me off, match this, and I'm pretty sure they would do it. So the finance guy was like, oh, I didn't know this was the situation, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. So he gave me some extra perks. They have like a wheel that you spin, so we got like a dinner to a restaurant, a steakhouse, and he gave me 2 free oil changes, and I was like, all right, I feel a little bit better.
Okay, well there you go. Mm-hmm. Steak dinner. That's probably what you're most excited about.
Well,
right?
And Allie doesn't eat steak, so Daddy's getting a big boy meal.
By yourself. You're not even taking
fuck
her.
Yeah, don't even care.
You like roll up and you're like,
I want 2 meals, please, just for me.
2, please. Actually, it's 1, but feeding for 2.
I want both big steaks right now. Just right now.
32 ounces. Give me that shit.
Would do it. So I had a pretty rough week.
Yeah.
The week before this week. This week was pretty good actually. And I'm pretty sure that I cursed myself when I failed that Donaire challenge. And everything I touched, I broke. Everything I touched, I broke. I was like frustrated at work. I was frustrated with my projects. I wasn't performing at the gym. I was like getting headaches. I went to the motorcycle dealership last Saturday. And like, this is the level of like how out of sync I was. I was looking at buying a new helmet. So one, I ordered a helmet and the guy was like, yeah, it'll be here at the end of the week. So I went in on Saturday to pick it up, go to the parts guy, and he's like, I don't know what they told you, but it's on back order. It's not going to be in until the end of October. I was like, well, I don't want this fucking helmet then. Yeah. Like, I want it now. So he's like, well, go up to our showroom and like see if there's another one that you want. We'll just exchange it. We'll sort it out. So I like grab a coffee and I like walk up. I got my coffee in my left hand and I'm like standing in all these racks with helmets, and I'm looking at all these helmets and I'm like flipping the visors and like checking the internal visors and looking at sizes. And then it looks like one is about to fall. So instinctually I go to catch it. Me being not in the right mindset goes to catch this helmet, which is actually not falling, just for the record, with both hands. I am holding a full cup of coffee in my left hand.
No.
And I throw this cup of coffee and it is like a waterfall, like goes like 6 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
And then just comes right down all over this rack of helmets. And these are like race helmets, like expensive helmets between, $600 to $1,200. And I just cover a rack of them, like probably 8 helmets.
Oh,
and
no.
And I just like drop my cup, like drop this empty cup of coffee. There's coffee all over the floor. People like, and this is on an elevated level, like a balcony. People look up and I'm just like, fuck. And I like grab the first helmet and I'm like rubbing it on my shirt, trying to get like all the coffee off of it. My buddy's with me. I spill coffee all over him. And he's just like, God damn it. And he like runs to the bathroom to get paper towel. I run downstairs and go to like customer service. Like, I'm so sorry. I need a mop. I need like a cloth. I spill coffee. I'm going to take care of it. And I was like panicking because in my head, I'm like, I just bought $6,000 worth of helmets and I'm a fucking idiot.
Right.
And they were actually super chill about it. Shout out to Pro-Am Motorsports here in Calgary. Not sponsoring us, but you can.
They can, yeah.
So they send like their parts boy up there and he's got like a cloth and like spray, and I'm like using my shirt and paper towels and I'm like taking visors apart. Thank God that no coffee got in the liners, because I think that's where I would have been fucked. It was all just like on the top part.
Okay.
So he was like, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I appreciate your helping. Like, it's okay. Like, go do your thing. I was like, no, man, I'm stressed. I can't leave you to clean up this mess. I got to help you. He's like, to be honest, you'd be surprised how often this happens. And I was like, oh, well, I don't think I want to buy a helmet from you guys then.
Oh, that's
so my
good.
helmet hunt continues.
Yeah. So you canceled the one for October.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So I have like a store credit and I got to figure out what I'm going to do. And then I got to find the helmet that I want that's available, because it's the one that I really, really want. Did a bunch of research.
Yeah.
Which means I might not get it in the color that I want, but it's still a good helmet. So,
Just make sure you put a lid on your coffee next time,
Fuck, eh?
How do you drink your coffee? Straight black?
I am very weird. I used to just always drink coffee black. And when I was drinking, I would drink it with whiskey. Which is pretty good, Irish coffee. But over the last, I don't know, maybe 6 months, I've really developed this taste. I love strong coffee. Like, I make my coffee really strong, but I also like it creamy. And I think part of it is because I've been fasting, so that gives me like a little bit of calories.
Yeah.
To like sustain me in the morning.
Yeah.
So I like my coffee really strong, but with a lot of cream right now. I will drink black coffee. I'm happy with black coffee, especially if it's good coffee.
Yeah.
But fuck me, I love some like heavy cream in my coffee now.
Yeah.
No sugar though. No, I don't need sugar.
I'm the opposite. You know me. I fucking addicted to sugar. So
you're like you want coffee flavored sugar is what you want.
Yeah. I basically have a little bit of coffee in my creamer. That's basically what it is. But it's warm. It fulfills that need for caffeine. Me to. Yeah, it gets the caffeine in me.
You use those flavored creamers too, don't you?
Oh fuck yes, I do.
How's your weight loss going, by the way?
I don't know.
Because we're putting your ass on a scale soon. Because there's a good chance I'm going to be in your area in October. And you know what that means. I'm either writing you a check or you're writing me a check with your body.
Okay. All right.
Joey will be the ref / timekeeper.
Deal. What was the deal again?
We'll have to go back, but you had to lose.
Make it up again. Make it up again.
No. I want it to be the original. I think you put on. I think it was for every pound that you lost, I would give you $1 or $2, and then for every pound that you didn't lose or / gained, was time wrestling with me.
Yeah, but I feel like you made it some weird amount, like 5 minutes per pound or something like that. Which
is reasonable because that's how you're going to lose a lot of weight and sweat.
You know what I'm more concerned with? I'm more concerned with you having to wrestle for a long amount of time with a corpse, pretty much.
No, I won't kill you. I won't hurt you. No, I'll just wear you the fuck out.
Can you just promise me one thing?
What?
Will you not hump me?
Oh, I can't make that promise. You know I can't make that promise.
That's very emasculating when you do that, Johnny.
Well, and use that as your motivation.
But I've been through that before, Johnny, and
I'll be coming at you in a mankini.
A mankini up over your shoulders.
That's right.
Just cradling your shit.
Just barely holding on. Just barely.
You're getting ready to fall right out, bro.
Oh man, I had a speaking of falling out, didn't quite fall out at the gym, but I had a really funny interaction with one of our coaches. Yeah. I was rolling with him preparing for the tournament, and we were like working on this what's called north-south position. I'm sure it's kind of like dude 69ing.
Yeah, that's what you're into, man.
Your face isn't in the crotch traditionally. Anyways,
but you're not a very traditional guy, are you, Johnny?
No. So we're in like a pretty heated roll. Like we're going pretty hard. I mean, we're not like angry, but we're competing.
Sure.
And he's really pushing to keep me to get me into shape, get me ready. And we get in a little bit of a scramble, and I'm kind of holding north south, and I go for this transition, and I drag my crotch like across his face, and I mean I feel my entire genitalia just bunch on his nose and mouth and then just fold over as I'm transitioning over to his other side. And mid-roll, and again, we're going pretty hard. Mid-roll this happens, and I stop, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I was like, yeah, that happened. I was like, I'm really sorry. And he, like, without skipping a beat, he's like, don't apologize to me for a good time, and then immediately flips me over.
Don't apologize to me for a good time.
He just rolled with it completely. I was so like, I don't wear a cup when I roll. They're really uncomfortable, and it's not that common that you get really crushed in the nuts. But that was a moment where I was like, fuck, I wish I was wearing a cup, because that was so uncomfortable.
I'm sort of surprised you felt it was uncomfortable, Johnny. You did some pretty questionable stuff up at Grayson. I mean, we don't need to get into deets or anything, but
perched like a majestic eagle. Actually, kind of coincidentally, Cody was hanging out with me today for a little bit, and something came up about my love for being naked all the time, or like walking around in my underwear.
Dude, love it, yeah.
And Cody was like, I've known you for 4 years, and I've never seen your junk. Is there anyone in your life that's known you for that long that hasn't seen you naked? And I was like, I don't think so, actually.
So you whipped it out right there. You're like, I'm going
to find a creative way to, because he gets really uncomfortable with male nudity. So it's like it's my new thing. Sometimes I'll be It's like he'll come through the front door instead of the back door.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm like in my room changing or I'm going to the bathroom or whatever, he'll just walk to wherever I am to tell me about something. And sometimes I'll be changing and he just won't think about it. So now I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just going to get naked. So he'll like come around the corner and then he'll see me getting naked and he'll be like, oh, and he'll like turn around.
Whoa.
And I'll be like, yeah, don't follow me into my bedroom or don't follow me into the bathroom if you don't want to watch me pee.
I think that's a good rule in general for most people to follow.
It's completely reasonable.
Yeah. It's not unreasonable, Johnny. Oh my gosh.
I'm a reasonable man. Except when it comes to wrestling you, because man, let me tell you, I'm going to give it to you so hard.
Can't wait. What was I going to say? What were we talking about? Oh, I've got I don't know if you have any bad, like, just habits that you don't realize you're doing them because they're not really like, they don't really impact your day, or they haven't yet.
I'm perfect. You could ask my wife. She would probably disagree, but I'm perfect.
I could ask her, though, is the main point you're saying. No, so I have this bad habit of walking around wherever I am and neglecting to zip my pants up.
What?
Yeah, like so I go commando a lot of the time.
That's weird. That's why?
Because I don't like underwear. It just feels like constricting.
Get proper underwear.
Hey, fuck yourself, dude. Fuck yourself and your underwear. How about that? I feel
Are
good.
you commando right now and you're wearing baggy shorts?
Yeah, dude. Would you like to see the outline of my junk?
No, I mean, you've been playing with him all night, so...
Yeah. He's my buddy. He's my buddy, man. No, so... I'll go to the bathroom or whatever, and since it's just right there...
Like, will you button up your pants and just forget to zipper, or are you just letting it, like, the whole thing fly?
No. So listen. Since I'm commando, I'm in and out, like, pee, whatever, but I won't, like, fully undo my pants. I just zipper and pull them out the zipper hole. Mm-hmm. Okay. Use the bathroom, wash my hands, and then I walk out, and I forget to zip a lot of the times. There's going to be at some point.
This is how you're going to get fired. You're just going to be trolling in your office.
Yeah, and I'm always rock hard everywhere I go. So,
well, when you only got 2 inches to fill, it's pretty easy to keep that.
That's funny, Johnny. You and I both know that it's not the case.
Dude, I can't go commando. I fucking hate it.
Really? You like having your shit all like
I like
secured and tight?
Yeah, not secured and tight, just like supported, protected.
You know what?
What happens one day you're going to shart yourself and you're not going to have that thin layer of protection and you're just going to have shitty pants.
You know what happens, Johnny? If I feel like I'm like, speaking of, if I feel like that's going to happen, I'll just fucking go to the bathroom just in case, dude. Like, it happens. You know?
Accidents happen, Zach.
I don't, like, forcefully push out farts all day long, Johnny. Okay, so...
That's, like, my biggest fear. Sometimes I have my door closed in my office, and then I'll toot. And then, like, oh, no one please come in here.
Yeah. I've started blaming people for my farts. You ever do that?
Oh, no. I can't, because when I fart and it smells, I giggle. That's, like, my tell. Like, I can't blame farts on the dogs because Al knows it right away. But on the same side, she knows if it's not me, she'll be like, "Oh, that wasn't John." No one can blame me for farting because I will giggle.
No, so here's the thing, everybody knows it's me, right? I've started blaming my kids. Like, I'll just fart loudly
you're such a
in the
dad.
loudly in the open, and I'll just be like, gross. And I'll, one of my daughters, whatever, would be standing there, and I'll, like, do the whole dad thing. I am a dad, dude, and I'm proud.
You are a straight dad, and you know what? I'm proud of you for the level of dadness that you rock. You're a good dad. Yeah, thanks, it's just so dad of you to do.
It's the daddiest, dude. I'm okay with it.
Daddy-o. So I would say probably one of the bad habits that I have That's not really bad. It doesn't really impactful, and it's really low risk compared to walking around with your dick out like you do.
Hey, I don't walk around with my dick out. I'm just saying it's
whatever.
a possibility, dude. One day it could.
It's only a matter of time before you're a pink dot. Anyways, is Allie gets mad all the time because it's around brushing my teeth. It's actually, there's a lot of things with me and brushing my teeth. So I hate brushing my teeth.
Okay.
I do it once a day, at least once a day, normally.
Okay. Yeah.
I rarely brush my teeth at night because I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't have hygiene issues. I don't have dental issues. I go to the dentist every 4 years and everything's fine.
You go every 4 years?
Yeah, the last time I went to the dentist, it was 4 years from my last appointment, and they were so like nervous and worried. And then she started cleaning my teeth, and she's like, "Wow, like you take really good care of your teeth." And I was like, "Yeah, I brush them like once a day." She's like, "What? Like how often do you floss?" I was like, "When I come to the dentist, or if I have something stuck in my teeth. Otherwise, I don't floss." But like no cavities, nothing. And she was like, "Wow." She's like, "Some people just have great like natural mouth hygiene, and I'm blessed to be one of them." So Allie gets mad when I brush my teeth. 1, I use hot water to soak my toothbrush.
Sure.
2, I don't brush my teeth enough. She says that I need to brush my teeth more. And then 3, she complains all the time that I squeeze the toothpaste from the middle of the tube instead of the bottom. Yeah, but I just say my hand is so big that it just covers the entire thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
does that count? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, sure. I don't have a problem with squeezing from any part in particular.
Yeah, I mean, I will always get all of the toothpaste out of that tube.
Yeah, at the end, you just fucking...
Yeah, exactly. You just squeeze it all up to the top anyway, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, the hot water thing drives her nuts, because I'll turn the water on, and then I'll like, wet my toothbrush, and then she'll go to use hers, and then it's warm, and she's just like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" But I don't know, I like it. I just do.
Yeah, well, and there's probably something with... you say it was hot water or warm water?
Well, I'll use, like, if we have a dual tap, I'll just turn on the hot tap, right? Yeah. Our bathroom now is, and so what it started is when I had shoulder surgery and I didn't have use of my right arm. Yeah. And at the time, our taps were like left in like hot and cold. Right. So you had to like turn both to like, and they'd merge. Mm-hmm. So I'd always just left hand turn the left one because it was more convenient, which was the hot one. And then I got used to it and I started liking it. Yeah. So now I'm just in that habit of I like to use hot water.
Well, it probably keeps your toothbrushes
nice and
cleaner.
Also, because I can't feel anything, our hot water is like extremely hot, so it's basically boiling. So yeah, so I just boil everything all the time, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, and that's probably why
your my teeth are so good.
Yeah, that's probably why your dentist is like, "Holy shit!" Mm-hmm. And they're like, "How often do you replace your toothbrush?" And you're like, "I've had the same toothbrush for 10 years."
I do replace that occasionally.
I have the what? I don't think it's the Sonicare. It is the Sonicare. So
we got those electric ones. She loves her electric toothbrush. It's a Sonicare one too, I think. Yeah. And I tried to use it, and I was like, and she was like, "No, this is good because it shuts off when you should stop brushing your teeth." I was like, "This is way too long to brush your teeth for."
She's like, "John, it's 3 minutes." You're like, "Yeah, fucking 20 seconds,
What the fuck, dude? Yeah, it's like...
No, I'm with you, dude. I don't go overboard with brushing my teeth either. Like I said, once a day is pretty much par for the course. And other than like the dental work that I've had to have done on my front teeth, because my front left tooth was half fake because of a bike accident when I was younger, and so right before my wedding back in 2013, I had a bunch of dental work done where they put a crown and a veneer.
Yeah,
crown on the right one, veneer on the left.
Real pretty.
Yeah,
pretty boy.
Went through the whole tooth bleaching and all that shit. So I was in pretty close with the staff there at Dr. Roberson's office.
That's one thing I would like to do is get my teeth bleached because I drink a lot of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're not bad though. They're not bad.
No, like my teeth are good, and like I had braces, and like I think I have a nice smile now and a nice teeth, and they're not gross by any means. Yeah. But just I drink a lot of coffee, and
sure,
that definitely adds up, and
yeah.
So, but I like getting them cleaned, and I have whitening strips that I'll use occasionally, but I don't really. Those like make my teeth sensitive, and it pisses me off, so then I don't use them.
Yeah, well, the white strips they make everybody's teeth sensitive. I don't know what they put in those things.
It's peroxide.
Yeah, well, it's like and it
the first time I used
slimy and all that shit.
The first time I used those, I made a horrible mistake. And I didn't really read the instructions, and I was like, okay, if you leave them on, and then it like whitens your teeth. So at the time I had Invisalign, so I was like, I'll be really smart. So I put the white strips on my top and bottom, and then I put my Invisalign on, and then I went to bed.
Fuck, dude. So you woke up the next day and your teeth probably fucking no.
I couldn't breathe from my mouth. My teeth were so sensitive I could barely eat for probably a month. I was just fucking miserable. Like everything through a straw. I could barely bite even into a sandwich. I'd just be like,
shit,
as I bit, and then I would I could chew okay, but I was miserable.
My God, that's awful, dude. But your teeth were probably nice and white the next day.
They were real white.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah. I basically did 2 weeks worth of treatment in one night, so it was good.
Yeah, you learned your lesson, man. Jesus Christ.
I sure did.
Well, on that note, Johnny, we are quickly approaching 55 minutes. I think
wrap her up, baby.
I think you know what, Johnny? We were just talking before we hit record that we didn't have shit to talk about. I think we did a good job.
We always come up with something.
We do. Well, it's easy to do looking at your pretty face, dude.
Oh.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for always coming back. Share the podcast with all your friends and family and your grandmothers, unless you're related to me, and then don't share it with your grandmother. Find us on all social media at Jumbled Podcast. Send us emails to jumbledpodcast@gmail.com or johnny.jumbled@gmail.com. Leave us a 5-star rating on iTunes. That'd be much appreciated. And thanks to Audible for sponsoring this episode. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled to get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook, because everybody likes audiobooks. And head over to patreon.com/jumbled, pay $500 and get us an address, for God's sake. Nobody's done it yet. I've been saying it for so long.
One day it's gonna happen. I'm just waiting for that text where it's just gonna be you. It's just gonna say, fuck.
It's gonna be ellipsis, and then it's gonna say, it's time. And you'll know.
Oh shit, I'm looking forward to it.
It'll say, get your rouge. That's what it'll say.
Get your rouge on.
Yep. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. We'll see you guys next week for another episode of Jumbled, your favorite podcast
about in-house dentistry.
Ooh. Hey, put those white strips in your Invisalign. That's what I'm saying. You should do.
You need white teeth real quick, and you're willing to suffer for pain for a month. It works.
You can smile. Just make sure it's not a breezy day. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.